Hi, my name is Hexel Colorado. Today is November 1st, 2020, and this is the weekly Roundup.
Hi guys, it's Grace here. Just a reminder that I have an amazing event for Humanity Forward Houston. We were donated these 64 cases of water, which is around 1,000 water bottles, to my house from Represent Us, Texas. We're teaming up with them and we'll be passing out water bottles that say Integrity Water, certified nonpartisan H2O, quenching Texas voters' thirst for fair elections. Super cute, super awesome.
Make sure to use the sign-up form at humanityforwardtexas.org/integrity to let Grace know that you're coming and so that we can coordinate with you on election night. You can find the time and meeting location as well as parking information and a map on the website.
So help me. I need all the volunteers I can. Please, 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 please come out. I'd love to see you there. I will see you, right? Yes, I will.
Election day is finally upon us and it's time to go vote. This has been the largest election in Texas history, and more than 9 million Texans have voted early in 2020, exceeding the total number of people who voted in the 2016 election. I know this might be the first time voting for many in the Yang Gang, so here's something to keep in mind when you head to the polls. First, go to iwillvote.com to look up your voting location based on your home address. Make sure to bring a government issue photo ID. It can be a driver's license, a Texas ID, a passport, or a military ID with your photo. If you don't have a photo ID, you'll need multiple forms of alternative identification. Go to votetexas.gov for more details. Many first-time voters ask me if you need to bring your registration card, and the answer is no. You do not need to take it with you. That said, if you have it, it's not a bad idea to bring it in case any questions arise about whether or not you're at the correct polling location. Do not wear any campaign clothing when you go to the polls. This means no clothes that mention anyone running for office. You will be either asked to cover up or be turned away at the polling location if you do so. Now, this last point is critical. If you witness voter suppression, intimidation, ballot tampering, or any other suspicious activities or problems at the polls, call the Election Protection Hotline at 866-R-VOTE. That's 866-687-8683. Phone numbers for non-English speakers and disabilities are available at texasvoterprotection.org. I say it every episode and I'll say it one more time. Vote, call, and donate for Universal Basic Income candidate Donna Imam in Texas' 31st Congressional District. The election will soon be over and we can all be like Donna and relax and bake chocolate chip cookies at home. On Monday, starting at 1 p.m. Central Time, use the hashtags #ExpandTheSquad and vote for Donna to help give Donna an additional boost on Twitter the last day before the election.
Hello, everyone. Did I see a Yang room that we've been beamed into? Very exciting. This really should be the Valenzuela room. Every room should be the Valenzuela room. Hello, everyone. I am so pumped to be phone banking for Candace. Candace is such a great candidate. She's exactly who we need in Congress. And I'm going to say a couple of things that maybe some of you don't fully realize. The enormity of the opportunity we have to send Candace to Congress. Someone like Candace does not often show up to Congress. If you ever want to make yourself sad, you can go ahead and prove it to yourself by pulling up the bios of the members of Congress. Like, there aren't a whole lot of Candace Valenzuelas in this body. And the value difference between her and her opponent is so vast. There's like a gulf, or, like this massive, massive value difference.
It's really cool to be on here with you. And thank you for all of the work that you've put into this democracy and changing the face of representation and innovation and ideas. I mean, my goodness, it is inspiring to have an opportunity to even speak with you, and to launch a phone bank with you is really cool. Hi, y'all. My name's Candace Valenzuela, and I'm running for Congress in Texas's 24th district. And I too am working hard to make history. When I win here, I'll be the first Black Latina ever elected to United States Congress. But I'm running for Congress because the opportunities that helped me go from being homeless as a kid, living in a kiddie pool outside of a gas station with my mother and brother, to becoming the first in my family to go to college, to becoming the first woman of color to serve on my school board. Those opportunities have been under attack by this administration. And during the course of COVID-19, during the course of so many things that have collided with our existing systemic flaws and this global pandemic and the worst president, and I won't even just say modern history, there's no qualification here, the worst president in history, we need to make sure that we are investing in families. And I am adamant that we have to invest directly in the families of Texas's 24th district. But during the course of this pandemic, we realize that we have a shared vision here for direct economic assistance and stimulus checks to families during this pandemic. And I'm so glad that I have Andrew and so many incredible partners standing here with me. But right now, we're in a tight race. For those of you who are familiar with this district, you might remember that she was the mayor of Irving, and her claim to fame, other than being the first mayor to endorse Donald Trump, was holding a young man in police custody for bringing a clock he built to school while being Muslim. She is the absolute antithesis of not only what I stand for, but what this district stands for. We have to protect the families in this district who've worked so hard to invest in the American dream, but haven't seen that return on investment. And right now, I want to give you some great news. We are winning, but it is a slim lead. And that's due in part to the fact that Republicans have dumped something like $7 million in super PAC money just in TV. But I know that truth will prevail. I know that justice will prevail. I know that democracy will prevail, but only if we get folks to the polls. And you all are integral to that. So thank you so much. And I look forward to hearing more from this legend right here and chatting with you too.
That's our weekly roundup. Here is your rundown of everything you need to know this week. Help Grace distribute 1,000 water bottles in Houston on election night. Sign up to volunteer at humanityforwardtexas.org/integrity. Get out there and vote on election night. Go to iwillvote.com to find your polling location. If you witness voter intimidation or suppression, call the Texas Election Protection Hotline. Help push Humanity Forward candidates across the finish line by phone banking on Monday and Tuesday. You can find phone banking lines for Biden and Harris, Candace Valenzuela, and Donna Imam in the video description. This week closes the long chapter that was the 2020 election. For many of us, this marks the end of a 2-year journey starting in early 2019. In next week's episode, we'll talk about new projects surrounding universal basic income, ranked choice voting, and stimulus relief. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment. I put a lot of time and effort into each of these episodes, and I'm very happy to do it. And every thumbs up and comment I get, I relish and I read every one. You can sign up for our newsletter on our website and become a volunteer at humanityforwardtexas.org. That's all for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time, Yang Gang.